Hello friends, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, welcome. Today we're going to be doing the plan with me for December 2021, and I can't believe it's already the last bullet journal theme of the year. It's crazy. I know that everybody says that, but like, you're just doing it every month and just keep going, and then before you know it, it's the end of the year, and here we are. So I don't really have like a name for this theme or anything. I did take a little inspiration from Amanda Rachley's December from last year, but then like did my own thing with it. I had this extra brown paper I think I got in a package or something. I tend to keep those things in boxes and stuff, and I just reuse them for people's gifts instead of buying gift wrap and gift bags and stuff. You know, just trying to put less trash out there in the world. So I'm using some ripped up paper. I will also be using some brown craft paper that I got out of a craft paper, or actually out of the Neapolitan Archer and Olive journal. And then the ripped up book pages, it's just from an old book that we had in the house that's years old that nobody's reading. And it's really just the last couple of pages. It's not like the middle of the book and part of the story. It's like the thank yous at the end of the book. So notebooks were fully ruined in the making of this bullet journal. I only actually used one page. So I'm using that, and then I have this really cute red and darker red kind of gingham check washi tape that I'm kind of using to make this sort of look like a gift on the front. And then I'm using four different Acrylograph Paint Pens from Archer and Olive. So the green and the dark red kind of almost maroonish color, and the yellow are all 3mm tips. They're the thicker tips. And then I do highlights with a white 0.7mm tip, so the smaller one. I just add a little bit of white here and there, a little bit of snowfall. And then I'm also using my stamp set, which I rarely use, but I got a brown ink pad just for this. I searched and searched for these particular stamps because I wanted to be able to link them all together to make words. I did end up finding them at Michael's. I think I got them for $20. I don't use them that much, only because it takes so long to use stamps and it can get messy. But I like the look of it. Like, I think it looks really cute, and I'm so glad that I used it for this theme because I think it really, really adds to it. Granted, I did not use it for like this whole monthly tasks list that I have on the side of my 2-page planner, which is what we're looking at right now, because that would have taken forever and a day. I just used my regular handwriting for that. Actually, I kind of did the like American Horror Story kind of font handwriting that I like to do sometimes. And so yeah, so we're making the 2-page spread. I'm adding like an extra little row in there that I don't normally do because I was gonna put the numbers in there, but you'll see later that that's not what I end up doing by accident, but I do color it in and it looks pretty. It adds some extra oomph to the page. So we've got that part done. Next up, we're gonna write my monthly task list on the side there. And so that's mainly just like, I did this last December too, and it was pretty helpful. It's kind of just, you know, who I need to buy gifts for, and, you know, that I bought my Christmas cards, that I filled them out, a check off when I send them out. And then I also have a YouTube one at the bottom because this is kind of December is my busiest time for bullet journaling because I'll do, you know, this plan with me. And then I will also do, a 2022 setup in my new journal. I'll do the January 2022 plan with me, and I'll also do a 2021 full flip through of both of my journals from this year. So stay tuned for all that content, friends. I also have a mystery box coming in soon from Notebook Therapy, so also stay tuned for that because I'll do an unboxing of that. you guys seem to like when I do unboxings, and I love a mystery box. It's fun for me. So yeah, stay tuned for that. So we're just finishing up the list over here. I'm writing it out, and I also outlined the calendar in a brown Pigma Micron, because it goes with the paper and the red and everything. Also, I don't know if you noticed, there's a lot of little white speckles all over the sleeve of my shirt. That's all of the snow coming off of this pretty snowy garland that I got. It was everywhere. I had to vacuum off this paper afterwards and like vacuum my floor. Plus the sequins that I threw all over there just for fun gold decorations. Anyway, I hope you like my background. I have a cute little raccoon friend with a Santa hat holding a present, and my little lights in the little red cup. I don't know. I thought this was really pretty and festive, and it feels very cozy to me. Anyway, at the top of the calendar page, I have a brown gift tag, and another little piece of book paper there. And then I'm stamping out the word December to label my calendar. Not that I need to, but I just thought it would look pretty. And it did, and I was right. And now I'm using the stamps to put out the days of the week. And see, so this is, I accidentally, the tag took up so much space at the top there that I couldn't put the letters for the days of the week above the calendar there. So I ended up putting them in that top line that you see. So then I couldn't put the numbers in the top line for the rest of the calendar because that would have looked awkward, that I did it for some lines and not the other. I don't know if this makes any sense, but either way, it still ends up looking pretty, and I really like the way that the stamps came out for the letters. Now I'm drawing a little bell in there. That's my other little decor piece. So I drew like hollyberry, I think is what it is. Not Halle Berry, but hollyberry. You know, berries and the little pointy leaves throughout. And then I also drew some bells in there. And then I used the washi tape. And so I tried to bring all of the same bits of decor to like every page or every other page or something, just to really like mesh it together. And I think that it came out really good. I keep looking at it. I have already started writing in it because I had to start writing down stuff for the holidays, but now I'm going in with my white acrylograph and I'm doing some tracing lines on the bell, which I think looks really cute, and I did some highlights on the berries, and now I'm going in with a Tombow marker and just highlighting the tops, that extra little line I did for the calendar. And see, I really think that brings an extra something to the page. It really ties in the tag. Now I'm going in and numbering, and that will be it. Oh, and I added some washi tape to that page as well, just to bring in a little bit more of the red. And then I'll be done with this page, and we'll be moving on to the next one. Alright, my next 2-page spread will be the same countdown to Christmas that I did last year, which is similar to my Halloween layout where I did those 2 pages of spooky movies and like, you know, Halloween themed movies that aren't actually scary, like kids movies or, you know, Nightmare Before Christmas, Hocus Pocus, stuff like that. Anyway, so similar to that 2-page spread where I wrote down all of the festive things that I watched for Halloween, this spread is me doing something holiday themed every day, whether it's watching a holiday movie or playing a holiday game or, you know, I don't know, going to see lights one day. You know, whatever it is I do that day, I write it down in the box. And so that's how it's like a little countdown to Christmas. It's like an advent calendar, except you're not opening something and getting like a treat or anything. You're writing it down. And then you can go back through your memories and be like, oh, look at all the fun things I did this year. I don't know. I think it's fun. I like it. So I'm going back in the boxes now with the same Tombow from the last page and just writing in the numbers lightly, because I can easily write over that with, the Pigma Micron that I did the layout with, or, any other darker marker or something. And that'll be fine because the Tombow is so light. So now I'm ripping up some more of that brown paper bag paper, putting that at the top, and taking out my Tombow dual-sided tape to stick it down with. And now I'm going in with my stamp set again, and I'm stamping out the word countdown, but there wasn't two N's, so I have to do the last N on its own. And now I'm going to go in with some washi tape. I sort of split a piece in half so it was thinner, and put that under the word countdown. And now I'm drawing some of those leaves and berries again off to the side with my acrylographs. I really like this color green. It's really a vibe. If you can't tell, that's pretty much the same color as my shirt. I really like that color green. I don't know about I do know, I watch other bullet journalers too. I don't think of us as competition. I like to think of us as a community where no one else knows who I am. But I don't know, I just like to see what other people are doing. I don't think most people flip their books around as much as I do, but you gotta do what you gotta do, friends. So now I'm going back in with the white acrylograph and just adding a little highlight to the berries, and then over the washi tape, I'm underneath the word countdown, I'm writing to Christmas on the washi tape in white. It was a last minute decision, but I like what I did. And then I added a bunch of little white dots to the brown paper to kind of make it look snowy. It's cute. All right, so this next page I'm pretty excited about too. So I've done something similar to this for the last couple years in my bullet journal, where I do like a cute little list of, people I'm sending cards to and their addresses and stuff. So I have it all in one place, because who has an address book anymore? But this year, I took a piece of brown craft paper from my Archer and Olive Neapolitan notebook that I got in a previous mystery box, and I drew a scroll, and then I cut it out and I stuck it to the page. So I don't know, I think it looks pretty cute. It's my first time trying to draw something like that, and I was a little worried it wouldn't translate, but I think I did okay. Friends, we're growing, we're learning, we're changing every single day. Now I'm outlining that scroll with the brown Pigma Micron again, just to make it pop off the page a little bit more. I probably could have done it before I cut it out, but then if my cutting was uneven, which to be honest it usually is, then I would have cut some of the marker off. I don't know. There was probably a better way to do that, but this is the way I did it, so it's the way you get to see me do it. And at the top of that it says name, address, and sent, so I write the date that I sent it out. All right, next two pages are my usual pages, my TV tracker, which I forgot to do on camera, but I did end up going back in with the Tombow marker and highlighting the days of the week like I've done in previous months. But it's the same that it always is. I list the days of the week, and then I leave spaces to write in the shows that I'm watching on those days. I don't watch them all on the same day. Like Sunday, there's so much stuff to watch. And we only watch 3 of the shows, and then we'll watch the next ones. We'll watch the other ones on Monday when we don't really have anything else to watch. So don't worry, we're not sitting there for, 10 hours watching TV. But no judgment if you do, Sometimes it's a no-bones day and you're just watching TV all day, and that's fine. Live your life and live it to the best. And then I do, after the days of the week, I write the time that they're on, the channel that they're on, and then the last couple months I've added boxes at the end for if I've watched it for that week so that I don't forget, because sometimes I do. At the top, I'm drawing a little bell because I didn't draw a bell on the last page, so I put one on this page. And now I'm going to start working on my Faves and Finds page. So I got that book paper out again and a little bit more brown paper, and I'm taping them together. And then I'm stamping in the words Faves and Finds, and then I hand wrote the and in the middle, because I have a second box of these stamps that have like numbers and the and symbol and the at symbol and stuff, but I really didn't want to bust it out. My footage was already like an hour and a half long, and like have to like break the thing apart, whatever. I wrote it in. And now I'm drawing hollyberries again, and then after that I think I add in some little gold dots all around it. I thought it would be pretty, and it was. And like I said, I went back with my Tombow and ended up highlighting, you know, Sunday all the way across, Monday all the way across, Tuesday all the way across, so on and so forth. All right, and we're finally on the last setup for this month, and that is my weeklies. So I'm almost out of pages, so I hope that I managed to get everything in for my weeklies this month, but here's what I'm going to try and explain this correctly. So I'm sort of making them like tabs. So I cut at the first row of dots on the very last page I have available for this spread. I only have like 7 pages left. So I cut on the first row of dots on the last one, and this is just like a cutting board here. It's like almost like a squishy vinyl. I think it's called like a self-healing cutting board. I don't know. I got it for like $5 at Walmart because I wanted to start trying to work with clay, which I did. And if you want to see that, come to my Instagram and I will show you. They're not great, but they're my first ones. Anyway, so I cut a line down the second row of dots on the next page, then the third row of dots on the page after that, fourth row of dots on the page after that. I think maybe 5 and 6. I think that's the end of my pages. You'll see. It's kind of hard to explain in the abstract. I don't know if I'm doing a good job, but I kind of did this spur of the moment on my November journal, and I stinking love the way that it came out. Wait until you see it on my Instagram, because I also made each week a different color on the edge of the page, and I'm really happy with the way that it came out. So I'm sort of going along that theme with this, but they're much shorter in my November journal. Like the pages are much smaller. I cut them way further in. So I was trying to conserve space and start at the end of the page and try to not cut too much off while still giving that same layered effect. And I think it worked out well. All right, and this is the last one that I'm cutting off, and I'm just using like an X-Acto knife that I had in a drawer. So this is what it looks like. It's got a layered thing, and you can see the edge of each page after it. I don't know. I think it looks pretty. And it sort of just bookends the weeklies, if that makes sense. You'll see when I put the brown paper down. I think that'll show itself more. So I'm putting some brown paper on the very last page and then the very first page of the weeklies, and I'm going to tape them down there, and then like I said, it kind of bookends it. I think it looks pretty. grabbing my trusty Tombow tape again and using that to glue this down. And I'm trying to make sure that I get it evenly on the edge of the page. It does hang over the top of it, but honestly I kind of like the way it looks, but maybe I'll trim it after. I don't know. I leave it for now. And now I'm stamping just DEC because December would have gone off the page and it wouldn't have looked as cute to me. The one mistake in this is that there's no dot grid on this brown paper bag stuff, so my calendar's a little bit crooked, but it's okay. You know I'm not that serious about things being perfect. Truly, I was when I first started bullet journaling, and it made it so hard for me to even get started because I was just like too intimidated by it. I was overwhelmed by it, and I used a ruler for everything and it took forever, and then I like didn't want to get started because I knew the project I was undertaking. I mean, if you have some mental health issues like I do, you probably understand what I'm talking about. And being just a little bit like more relaxed and loosey-goosey with stuff makes it so much easier to get stuff done. Perfection doesn't even exist in my opinion, so I don't know why we think we need to strive for it. Anyway, I'm going too deep right now. I drew my calendar and now I'm drawing. December starts on a Wednesday, so I'm just drawing boxes for Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and labeling them. I messed up one of the days. It's fine. I'll go back with whiteout later. Because I bought some because it seemed like an important thing to have. I don't know why I've been bullet journaling for since 2019 without whiteout. And now at the bottom of the page, or bottom of the brown paper bag part, I'm drawing some hollyberry again. And yeah, that's pretty much gonna be the end of the weekly setup. After this, I kind of just write out the days as I do them, add pictures if there's pictures to put down for that day, and I'll do boxes on the side for weeklies for every week of the month, just like I've been doing. I really like the setup. I've been doing it for a few months now, as far as the just small boxes in one column, just to like write in a date or a meeting or something like that on, and then sort of just freehanding the rest of it. I think it's nice. Oh, I forgot I also added some snow on here. And drop shadow with the brown Tombow on the side of the boxes. That brown marker really matches the brown paper bag really well. And then I'm going in with the dark red Acrylograph and writing week 1. I don't really love the way that this came out. I don't know why I messed it up so much. I might go over it with some washi tape or something like that, but we'll see. I don't do it in the video. I'm just still thinking about it. Bullet journaling is never done. It's not a process where you throw it down one time and it's just done. I'm always going in and fine-tuning and doodling around on things throughout the month, and I feel like that's healthy. This is just a jumping off point to start negotiations. If you get that quote, let me know in the comments. So now I checked my future log. I'm writing down any dates I have, birthdays for the month that I already have written down in my calendar, writing down Christmas, which, the dates never change, just the days do, and New Year's Eve. Oh, tell me what your plans are this year. We missed it last year, and I really want to go out for New Year's this year. So yeah, that's it. We're going to do the final flip through for the month. I truly love how this came out. I think it came out so cute and so warm and cozy without being overly Christmassy. I'm not drawing Santa Clauses in here. It's just festive for the holiday season. And I like it. It feels nice to me. Anyway, happy holidays, everybody. Every holiday that you celebrate. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. And stay tuned. I got a lot of videos coming, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.